So we talked a little bit about that yesterday, just saying, obviously guys, we're at 998 and, we can't win 1,000 games in the building unless we win on Friday. So we told our guys to focus on winning on Friday, and then we'll talk about Saturday. And then this morning we said, we put ourselves in a position to win game 1,000. And the chances are that the next time we celebrate a win like this around here will be 1,500. And I said, the chances of me being the coach are pretty slim. And maybe one of the players will be the coach next, and we'll come back and celebrate it. But it's a pretty unique deal, and it's really special to everybody in that room, and really special to anybody that's been involved in the program. For us to have 1,000 wins as a program, and a program, I think I read somewhere that it's the third program after World War II or whatever to win 1,000 games. So that means that Bowling Green hockey's done some pretty special things over that time. So to be able to be a part of the 1,000th win here is really humbling, and something that I know none of our guys will forget.
Ty, tonight you had 11 guys get a point. Both goaltenders get a win over the weekend. Then you've seen the freshman line has started to play better and better. Is the best part of this team right now just that you're getting contributions from up and down the roster?
Yeah, we've talked all along, Nick, about our depth. We have depth in goal, starts there with Eric and Zach, and both of them did a great job this weekend. And then we've got a bunch of guys we can play on the back end who help us and have, their own strengths and fit different roles. And then up front, we've got a bunch of forwards that can play. And for us to be able to be successful long-term, we've tried to build this program in a way that our depth and our competitiveness really helps us. And this was a great weekend as an example. The number of guys getting on the scoreboard, both goalies playing great, defensemen all getting involved, and whether it be 5-on-5 or on the PK or involved in the offense. So yeah, it's really and then you see when we start to play the game the way we believe we need to play, then we can be a difficult team to play against. And I think in the third period, you saw that we were real disciplined in how we played. We were smart, we were hard, and we created stuff without giving up stuff. So this team's got a chance to be a really good team if we can just continue to focus on what's important to us.
Were you encouraged to see that after you guys win 5-1 last night, that you guys come out and have the first period start that you do, and then continue it to finish it off again in the third?
Well, we knew Northern Michigan was going to push, and they did, and we weathered that, and that starts with Zach, and then we kind of settled in. And then to us, when you score first, it's a big deal. Northern Michigan pushed and pushed and pushed, and if they score early, they're probably feeling a whole lot better about where they're at. And then we score, and we score again, and so we're up 2-1 going into the second, and then we win the first period, and then we go ahead and win the second period. It was a good feeling for our group to be able to do that, and then obviously we played great in the third.
You guys took kind of an unusual time out at the very end of the first period. What was going on there?
Well, we'd taken an icing, and we had some tired guys out there, and we had a combination of a line. And at that point, we felt like this could be an important part of the game. If they've got a very good face-off team, Northern Michigan. They've got a couple guys that are outstanding in the face-off circle. So we felt like it was important that we got fresh guys out there. We got the right guys out there. We got the matchup we wanted, and we were able to take that defensive zone face-off and get the puck out without giving up an offensive opportunity. So we just thought that might be the only time we get to call the timeout. It seemed like it was a good time to do it based on the big picture.
Do you have an update on Gould or Craggs? It looks like they got dinged up tonight.
I don't think any of them are long-term serious. I think Gavin may have jammed his wrist. No one believes that there's a fracture, but I think they were just being cautious. I haven't heard differently. That was the last report that Dan Fisher gave me, and then Sam actually got cut. A skate cut him on his foot or his leg or something. So I think they went back and stitched him up. So hopefully that's not a situation where it's a long-term injury, but that's the reports I have.
Similar vein, Max Johnson, obviously he stayed in the game, but were you guys worried about him when he went down like that?
Yeah, and anytime that, it was thankfully we've got that new rounded glass there between the two benches, and that's the reason that they've gone to that for safety purposes. And the old straight glass with a foam pad on could have been a dangerous situation for Max. So good to see him be able to get up from that hit and come back and play. So yeah, we were obviously are concerned anytime anybody gets hit hard. I don't care whose team it's on. Nobody wants to see anybody get hurt, especially when it's potentially a play that involves any head contact.
All right, is that all good?
I didn't get Clint's question. What was Clint's question?
That's a good question, actually.
I think he was going to ask about Zach Rose.
Okay, yeah. I mean, obviously, Zach played outstanding, and he made some huge saves. He made a really, really good save early. I don't know if you guys caught it that were here. It was a defensive zone faceoff, and they took a shot, and it actually deflected off one of our defensemen and changed direction, and Zach was there, which was a huge save. So really, really happy for Zach. We talked about him last week. He had the sinus infection that really kind of set him sideways a little bit, just in terms of how he was feeling from a dizziness standpoint and that. And then, we put Zach in there on Monday against USA, and Zach, it wasn't obviously Zach's best effort, but it had nothing to do with Zach. So we felt like he'd been so good for us up to this game. He was very deserving to get back in there tonight, and great for him to step up and play the way he's capable of playing.